Hello everybody, this is your old friend RJ City, and today I will be watching and reacting to all the intros to 2.5 Men. There were not a lot of them, but there were very few, and they were certainly very specific. The show is too new for me. I'm not a fan of the show. I don't like it, and then it bothers me even more that it was so wildly successful. I go, why am I not successful? I go, because this is successful. That is the way the world works. But also because it was on all the time, and it's still on all the time, so I've been forced to watch it. Sort of a Clockwork Orange type scenario. And I like Jon Cryer, I want to make that clear. But it's the whole oeuvre of the programming that is just not for me. But perhaps by going through the intros, we can figure out exactly why. Without any further ado, here are all the intros to 2.5 Men. Yes, that's been established here. Yeah, all right, I got it. On your watch. Yes, it's got a long nose, Charlie Sheen. It's not their real voices. It's not. How tall is that kid? He's so gigantic. He must just have his hands end around their chest, but then it's gotta be all legs. He just has the longest lower torso, and it bothers me because it's a sting. It's not even a theme song. It's just a... I've never seen this one before. Wow, the same song up. How tall is this child? He's standing on a box, but even then, they seem to be short. Look at how long his legs are. It's really, really disproportionate, quite frankly. Ah, the old hat routine. I would have liked a whole show of just that hat work. I don't remember this at all. Why did they scrap the hat? The hats are so much better. It's fun. It's them doing something, you know? It's an old vaudeville trick. I don't like the clouds behind them. Are they so tall that they're almost atmospheric? That's a little wittier than this stupid singing one. It's so bad. It's so, like, green screen heavy. It's so TikTok feeling. You know what I mean? And again, what is the height of the child? Just really, really long legs? And I bet you Jon Cryer is perhaps even taller than Charlie Sheen. What's the difference in that intro? The kid got slightly older? Maybe it's just their heads on other bodies. This makes no sense. The kid must have gotten older here, right? Did he? I have no idea. He must have gotten a little older, but not rapidly older. I will say Charlie and John look to be maintain the same age, but they don't need. They shouldn't be hunched over. She's just singing to an up microphone. That's why they put the microphones in the ceiling. That's the whole point. What is the difference here? Did the kid just age a little? Is that it? You don't change this theme song. It's so hot. People got paid to write this, and they got paid every time it airs. Isn't that crazy? For such a short... Okay, this one looks a little different. Ah, yes, Jon Cryer looks like he's singing with much more depth this time, and a gravitas. Yeah, that's a character arc. It doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't tell you about anything. And maybe that's the problem. There's just a thing to do that they're doing. Oh, here's a closer one. They wanted to get closer. Sometimes I complain that shots are not close enough on Charlie Sheen's face. Okay, we got it. They did this once, and then they left, and that's it. The tall kid... oh my god, that's horrific! They hit a morph button. He got taller. The kid and John and Charlie got shorter. That's so creepy. Don't do that. That's like Animorphs, but then you turn into just yourself again. Maybe that's it. It's an Animorphs thing saying that we are animals as we were born. That's horrific. And it's also bullshit that he ages, but Charlie Sheen and Jon Cryer don't. Oh, this looks terrible. The kid has actually gotten worse at singing. And that's not Ashton Kutcher's voice, I can tell you that. He's trying to cut an album, and this is his audition. This is weird and uncomfortable. None of this is right. Poor John Cryer is hanging on by a thread here. The only one to maintain relatively the same age. Holy shit. This voice, whose voice is this? Sounds like Gloria Gaynor or something. What are you doing? That's incredibly weird. And the kid is just so over it. Ah! Not the morph again. Ashton Kutcher de-aged. What? How is that even possible? Oh, this is the only intro I prefer. Don't hit the morph button again. Good. I'm happy because they realized it was so creepy. What they're doing is creepy. Just the graphic CSI crossover intro. Because we needed this. CBS was running amok. And that's the intro. That's so funny, guys. That's so funny, Chuck. Those two morph intros are perhaps the most horrific things I've ever seen. Not only to see a child grow up into a full-grown man before your eyes, and it's that optical illusion because John Cryer and Charlie Sheen stay completely the same, but then the Ashton Kutcher one, he almost de-ages just by shaving and cutting his hair. And he's not a baby face. He's just a weird, I don't know what regimen he is on. God bless him, but that is not the morph he should be performing. There should be keep the morphs in Animorphs and nowhere else.